Hi all, I'm Vinod Chanchalo from NMIT Offline, and today I want to just show you how to create aggregate and volumes and key trees and how to delete them and how to unfile the disks. So this is nothing but this is an on-command system manager. You can see here we can log in through the NetApp Academy. So here you can see there are volume shares and aggregates. So before I explain about an aggregate, what is an aggregate is nothing but it's a physical storage to the volumes that they contain with one or more RAID groups or disks or array of logical representation of storage, you can say. And coming to volumes, you can say as the volumes are logical representation of storage made accessible to end users through storage access protocols such as NFS, CIFS, iSCSI, FCP, etc. Coming to here, so before creating the storage aggregates, the creation of aggregates is a very simple task, but before creation you need to configure the storage system such that it's manually, because we need to avoid the creating of aggregates to all the disks rather than to specialize some disks. So here you can see the storage aggregates, and this creation of aggregate is simple task. So both the aggregates, either aggregates or volumes or key trees or anything you want to create, they can be created either through this on-command system manager or else also you can create through some commands used through the POTI, logging in as root and my password. So we can create from both ways whatever we want to create here. So here you can see that this is a simple task coming to aggregate. So you can just click on create and welcome to create wizard and go to next and select the default. So here in this place you can type the aggregate name, whatever you want to give the name to this aggregate, and select the RAID tab, the default RAID. This is dual parity, this is a RAID group. Then afterwards you can just click on next and you can effective disk tab. You can choose a fiber cable type. It allows the reliability and flexibility, and you can just create the aggregate. So we said aggregate is created successfully. Then after creating the same, you can create from the POTI, as I have discussed earlier, that you can create from both the directions. Suppose you want to create it from this command prompt, is nothing but through this POTI. So we already log in through the password. You can just see the status, or else you can type the command for creation of aggregate is nothing but aggregate create. Before that you can check the status, what are the aggregates like ggr space status, and you can find out the status of available aggregates, and you can just type the command by choosing this aggregate create aggregate 2-b 64-4. You can just create the aggregate with this particular 64-bit, and you can see all the aggregate ladder. Then after creation you can just again check on the status of the aggregate, and checking the aggregate status. Then you can go through aggregate status, aggregate -r is you will be retrieving all the version ID and complete detail information of the aggregates. This version ID is used to unfile the disk or delete or any other that it is the representation identification of this aggregates that you can see here, version 4, 17, 18, 19 and 16. So then afterwards you can find out sysconfig gives the complete details of these aggregates, and you can type the command sysconfig r to see the details of this, and again the aggregate status. And if you want to fail the disk, you can fail the disk, which one you want. You can type the command that says disk fail and the version ID. You can see the status, and just you can type the command such as so you can see disk space fail and version ID v4.19. I'm just failing these disks, and you can see and really pre-fail the disk version is asking yes or no. You can type yes to continue to fail the particular disk. Then afterwards you can check it, and check is the 0 space disk, and then afterwards you can go to particular disk. Like we want to add, if you want to add the disk initially to this aggregate, you can check the disk here. So to add any disks it should mandatory that you need to you need to have some spare disk in this particular aggregate. So you can notice that here there are no spare disks so you can see the icon is not highlighted since you are not having any spare disk here. So to perform this action you definitely need to have some spare disks to add to aggregate. So this is what we can add. We can only add to the aggregate whenever the spare disks are available. So in this way this is particular, you can create the aggregate, and if you want to delete this aggregate, if any volumes are attached to the aggregate, first we need to delete the volumes, and then afterwards we can delete this particular aggregate. As I have mentioned, volume is nothing but they are logical representation of storage made accessible to end users, storage accessible protocols, the iSCSI, etc. as I have already discussed. And here, this is simple task in the creation of the volumes. Also, we follow the same procedure in on-command system manager of tab, such as just click on volumes, just click on create. You'll have the wizard, and you give all the details of the volumes, whatever name you want to give here, and this volume is under which aggregate you want to mention here, and which storage type, and what is the amount of size. So this depends upon, and you can select the thin provisioning, snapshot space, and everything. So these requirements depends upon your storage requirement systems that you are going to do. Then afterwards you can just create, and also you can resize this volume by after creating this volume. You can resize. There is nothing but you can just have here, you can see the option as resize. After selecting the volume, you can just resize this, just like we can increase the size, whatever the amount of storage is required by resizing it and selecting and decreasing or increasing the amount of space in the volume. You can resize the volumes, and these all you can also perform through on command, this putty on SSH, such as you can either you can do both through on command system manager or else through putty also. So you can notice here, so volume status and NAS volume what we have created, what is the status of the volume can be checked by this command. You can see dfh, so this is the volume details and what is the total amount of MB available and used and everything. So this is about the volume creation. Coming to Q-tree. Q-trees are nothing but Q-tree is a logically defined file system which resembles as a special subdirectory of the root directory within an internal volume. Maximum 4995 Q-trees can be created per internal volume. So you can find it, the Q-tree also simple task, just create and you will be giving the name and the volume and where it is located and selecting the security style here. So just you can create the volume, and you can create it from the command prompt as Q-tree create volume NAS Q2 as shown here. So Q-trees are created, and they can be deleted. You can see the command here delete, and you can just confirm the deletion of the Q-tree. So in this way you can create the Q-tree, check the status and check they are offline or online. So thanks for watching the video, and this is what I want to explain all the thing. Thank you very much. Finally the aggregates can be deleted. So before deleting the aggregate you must ensure that the volumes are deleted. Thank you.